Hello, welcome to the vlog. Happy Veterans Day. Today is November 11th, Veterans Day. So before we get into anything, if you happen to be a veteran, thank you so much for your service. If you're married to a veteran, please thank them for their service. I come from a family with a lot of military members. My city is a military city, so I very much appreciate everything that you have done for us. Now, because it is Veterans Day, we do have the day off of school, which I do extra appreciate. And so today I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I thought you might want to hang out with me and just kind of get things together. So what has been happening is this past weekend, we just got home from Atlanta at like 11 o'clock last night. On Friday, husband and I sang in a concert, like our choir concert. Saturday, we got up. I took Nyla to go to doggy boarding. Came home. We went to Atlanta. We just kind of like went shopping because husband needed to like return something, and there happened to be one in Atlanta, and so we went shopping. And then we went to the symphony. They played Mozart Symphony number 40 and Mass in G minor. It was great. And then yesterday we got up and we were going to the opera, and we had like some time where we had to check out of the hotel, but we couldn't go to the opera yet. So we went to the Atlanta History Museum, which we actually have been to before, but it's been a really long time. So that was really nice. We need to go back because we didn't have enough time to like really look at everything. Although, to be honest, I'm one of those people who, like, I have to read every single plaque in the museum, and I was getting a little overwhelmed with, like, I was like, it's too much information. Like, I was like, all right, let's just go. But, like, there's, like, gardens and stuff, and it was raining, so we didn't go, like, check those out, and so there's different things that we didn't get to see. But it's really cool. If you're in Atlanta, definitely go check that place out. And then we went and saw The Magic Flute, which was great. I'm so excited. I've never actually seen an opera on stage before. I've seen a lot of videos of operas, recordings of operas, but I've never actually gotten to go and do one on stage. So that was really fun. It was great. Magic Flute is my favorite opera anyway, so that did help. And it was just, yeah, it was so good. And it was packed. I wasn't sure what to expect because I wasn't sure how big the opera scene is in Atlanta, but it was in a huge building and it was packed. It was insane. Although the guy behind me who kept whistling in my ear did make me want to throw hands in the middle of the opera. I was like, where this is not the place for whistling, please sir. He also didn't know what Chick-fil-A was though. So there's this scene where Papageno gets food, and so he's like pulling out all the food and like reacting, and then they pull out a Chick-fil-A bag, which if you're not familiar, Chick-fil-A is like the restaurant, like the fast food place in the South, and it's actually from Atlanta. Also, like Chick-fil-A sponsored this season of the Atlanta Opera. And so they pulled it out. Dude behind me, I don't know where it was from, but he was like, what's that? Oh, it must be like Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. And I was like, it's not Kentucky Fried Chicken. Where are you from? And why do you keep whistling? I don't know. He was driving me insane. But the music was great. Everybody who played in it was amazing. It was so good. So now husband's already like, when are we going back? And I'm like, I don't know, the next one's in March. And so we're like looking at the car and trying to like figure out when we could go, and you know, what if we can hit, you know, if we go this weekend we can do the symphony and the opera, but if we go that weekend we can only do one, and so like different things like that. So we shall see. Anyway, today I have a long list of things to do. I need to do laundry. I need to tidy up the house. I need to clean my office. I need to do some Christmasing things because people are already texting me and asking like gift ideas. I need to look at like ideas of gifts that I want to give other people because I like to have all that stuff ready before Black Friday so that I can on Black Friday buy like all the Christmas presents basically. Because I figure, you know, if there's going to be a deal, it's probably going to be on that day. And so that's kind of my thing, is if I can have a whole list, then on Black Friday I just go and like buy all the things, and then I only have to get a couple of extra things. So I need to look at like ideas for other people. I need to look at ideas for husband, and then a couple ideas for myself because people have been texting him and asking what I want. We do this like gift exchange thing. So we do kind of like a Secret Santa for his family because there's just a lot of people in his family. So we like draw names, and so we get like one person from, it's confusing. We get like one person from the extended family to buy for, and then we buy for one of the siblings plus spouses, that's me, that's almost like, what is that word, and then also like his parents. And so like I need to like put things on my like draw names list thing so that other people can then, you know, I don't want to like be holding people up because I haven't put anything on my list and so stuff like that. So I need to do that. I need to get some things ready for the church this weekend. We are doing the Christmas boxes. So there's an inner city like ministry church in Savannah that is really closely linked to our church, and they do this huge Christmas party every year, and they do Christmas boxes that they give to the kids, and it's really great. A lot of actually the kids from my old school went there, so that makes me feel like a little bit more attached. And so we do it up big. Last year we decorate the whole fellowship hall like Santa's workshop in Elf with like paper chains and snowflakes, and it was great. And then like that way when the volunteers come on Sunday and they like, you know, come to do everything, it just makes things really fun. So this year we're doing Narnia. So it's gonna be a lot of trees. I need to design the banners we're gonna be using because husband's gonna print them out because he works at a sign shop. Because we're gonna do like the stage is gonna be like Cara Paravel with like big thrones and like medieval looking banners, and then we're gonna have like trees everywhere and snowflakes hanging from the ceiling, and it's gonna be really fun. So I need to work on the banner design, and then I also got a bunch of gold and silver paper, and I'm gonna make crowns. Everyone's gonna get to have a crown for the thing so that they can be festive, and so I need to see if I can find like a Cricut template for that. I would like to do some product photos for some Christmas products that like we're starting the Christmasing basically. I have Christmas products to get up, and so I'd like to do that. And I just, you know, as I say these things, I'm like, oh, how much are we actually gonna get done? I don't know. I really want to get the Christmas boxes down from the attic, but I also know that I can't get them all down by myself. But I'm like, well, maybe I could get some of them down by myself. Anyway, I also need to go pick up my dog because she's at boarding. We got home at like 11 o'clock last night, so it was too late. So I'm going to go get her today. But I've been kind of waiting because we had a roof leak last week. I'm thinking when the hurricane blew through that it blew some of the shingles off the roof, and it poured last week on Thursday. Let me show you the picture. It poured, and we had like a flash flood situation. And the parking lot behind my school, there's like a creek behind the parking lot, which is tidal. So it was like high tide and a flash flood, and it was pouring. And so the creek, which normally is only probably like halfway up, overflowed into the parking lot. This was my car. They like came on the announcements, were like, if you're in the parking lot, please go move your car like right now. Y'all, I drive a Jeep. My Jeep is an extra 4 inches above the ground than normal Jeeps, and you can see it's like all the way up to like the doors. I literally took my shoes off and waded into the water to get into my car, and it was like almost up to my knees. It was insanity. And of course, my first graders do like a whole weather thing, and so we were singing Rain, Rain, Go Away and this song by Johnny Cash about the floods. It was just one of those things. I was like, okay, there we are. Anyway, yeah, so the roofers are supposed to come today because our roof was leaking. It's not a giant leak. Like, there wasn't like water gushing. It was like a slow leak kind of situation. So I'm hoping it's not anything too crazy, but it could also be something crazy. So Christmas could be looking very, very different, and we're about to find out. They're supposed to call me, and so I was waiting for them to call me to see when they were coming to go pick up Nyla, but I think now I'm just gonna go pick her up because it's like 11 o'clock and they haven't answered. So that's the plan. We have a lot of getting life together kind of stuff today, and yeah, also I need to go change because I just filmed a video, which will probably have come out before this one, about like kind of ways to not be stressed out during the holidays. And so I was like, oh, well, I need to be holiday-ish, but all my holiday stuff is in the attic, so I put on this green sweater, which I love this green sweater. It's so nice. It's from Belk. I love it. It's just really cute. but it's like 80 degrees outside, so I need to go change because I can't wear this. So I guess I'll change. I'll go get the dog. I can't wait to see her. I hope she had a good time. I hope she was good. They post like reels every day at this like doggy boarding situation, and they post like a reel every night of all the dogs just like playing and stuff, and she was like in the middle of the pack every single time, and there was another dog that looked a lot like her that she was like hanging out with the whole time, which is really funny. If you go to like a dog park or like a doggy daycare, I don't know how they know, but the dogs that are the same like breed will like find each other and they like play, and it's so funny to me. And so there's another like German Shepherd that looks very much like her that's like a similar size, and in all of the videos she's like right next to it. I think it's a boy though. So funny. Anyway, let us go change because it's too hot for this. Let's go pick up my dog and I guess get some food because there's no food in this house. Like we're at that point, and then we need to clean, do product photos, post things, get things done. I would love to paint, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We're just gonna see. It's gonna be great. Okay, thanks for coming along with me. Let's get to it. So not that you really needed to know, but here's where the roof leak was. You can kind of still see the spot here, and then there was another one that I don't really see anymore. Oh, right there. So there's like those spots, and then here you can see the outline. This was all like wet. Now it's dry, but there's like still the outline, and then the carpet was wet in here. So I'm thinking that something here was leaking and it went like through one of the studs down here, which also concerns me because how do I know if there's mold in there? I don't know. I mean, now like this is dry and it like came out the carpet, so I'm hoping it all came out, but like I don't know. So questions for the roofers. I shall ask. They probably don't know, but you know, but here we are. Who's home? This is really good. Let me go in the yard. Yeah. She was very excited to see me. I was a little worried she was not gonna want to come home because she was having so much fun. So we usually have someone come and stay here with the dogs, specifically because Tolly in particular did not enjoy going other places. So like we boarded them actually at the same place, not this past spring break, but the spring break before that, and Nyla thought it was great. She had a great time. Tolly had a terrible time. Like she got sick because she was so stressed, and so they couldn't figure out what to feed her. They ended up taking her out of the group play because she was just having such a hard time, and so she was doing like individual play. It was a whole thing. So we haven't done that since then. But with just Nyla, she really enjoyed it. So we were like, well, you know, let's try it out and see how it goes. She seemed to have a good time from the videos and everything. They said she was really good. I told you there was a dog that looked just like her. When I got there, they were like, all right. They like radioed to the back. We're like, all right, we need Nyla. And the guy, I don't know if he's the owner or the manager, but he's always there. And he's definitely like in charge. Like radio, he was like, please check these collars to make sure it's the right dog. Even when he brought her out, he was like, just double check that this is the right dog, because there's another dog that looks just like her. But she was making all of the noise, and I was like, that's my dog right there. She has a lot to say, and she was very happy to see me. So I think she had a good time though. So that was good. It's a bit of a hike for me to go like drop her off and pick her up, but it doesn't, like timing wise, it doesn't usually work out for her husband to do it, even though he's like closer work wise, but it just doesn't work out. So it's fine. So I just went, the roofers called me on the way there, and this is what I was afraid of. This is why I was like waiting, because they made it sound very much like they wanted to come right now. And I was like, they were like, you know, someone home now? And I was like, I'll be home in an hour, you know. And he was like, oh, okay. So he said he was going to go to a different stop and then come here after. So he didn't seem to know how long that was going to be. We shall see. Anyway, so I'm gonna go see if I can tidy up. I stopped at Starbucks to get something to eat. I got the Alphaba cold brew, which I've had probably 5 times maybe now, and 3 times it's been phenomenal, amazing, and then 2 times it's not been very good, like, because it's like a cold brew with like the whipped the cold foam, and twice, so 1 time and then today, the cold foam was like not foamy, and it was like mixed in and like watery, and it wasn't super great. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't amazing though. And then I got like the spinach and feta wrap, and I also got the cranberry bliss bars, which I was like kind of like, oh, I shouldn't have ordered the cranberry bliss bar, but I did not enjoy that spinach and feta wrap. So I'm glad I had the cranberry bliss bar because I basically ate the egg part out of it. I do not like heated up spinach. I will eat raw spinach all day long. I put it in smoothies. I eat it in salads. I'm totally fine with it. Heat it up, and I can't. I had like 2 bites, and I was like, nope. And so I like pulled the egg part out and ate that. So I was glad I had a cranberry bliss bar, or I would have been really hungry. Hi. So I'm gonna let her play for a bit. I'm gonna go tidy up, and that's the current plan. What time is it? Oh gosh, it's 1:30. I always have such great expectations for all of the things that I'm gonna do on a day off, and then my bat. He only has 1 wing now. It doesn't always get done. The rest of that. They did give her a bath, and she smells so good. So, okay, let's get to work. Here's our before. Just needs tidying. We're doing a lot better. This is stuff I need to take to school, so I need to see if I can find, I can't find any of my tote bags in here, so I need to look upstairs and see if I can find tote bags. That's a whole pile of books that I want to do book. Hey, what are you doing? I want to do book reviews for, so that's why they're hanging out there. I have been kind of slowly getting there. And then there's some paper I need to deal with. But I got this kind of, honestly, let's be real. It looks messy still, but it's not. It's like, you know, things I need for book reviews, things to take to school. I left my tripod out because I think I'm going to need to film tomorrow because Thursday we have a thing at school. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to put it away and then pull it back out tomorrow. And then I have extra pillows. I don't know if y'all have this too, but we have like extra throw pillows that we use on the couch. But we don't want to use the nice throw pillows when it's like, you know, us and the dog hanging out on the couch. And so it's like, what do you do with them in the meantime? So right now they're just like in a pile, so I don't know what to do with them when there's no one here. Also, my fiddle has been mad at me. I don't know why this has happened. It's been great for like years, and then this happened this week, and I don't really know why. So, and my Christmas cactus is fine. I just need to pull off the dead flowers, and then it'll look a lot better. And yes, they just bloom like all the time. I don't know. The roofer is supposed to come soon, so I'm trying to stay like downstairs and not do anything like vacuuming that's really loud, because I want to be able to hear when he gets here. That's what we're up to. Once he goes, I need to do product photos, and then what time is it? It's already almost 3. I do product photos, and I would love to post products. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that today, and then I need to start making like just Christmas plans and kind of like plan things out that way. Also would kind of like to go ahead and do my bullet journal so that I can start planning some of my Christmas stuff, but I don't know about that. So here we are, because I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know. Nyla is so tired. She's been sleeping like the whole time. All right, let's see how we're doing. I filmed that. Working on laundry, working on unpacking. I did the dishes. I got Nyla, I cleaned the office, broke down boxes. Whew, still a lot to do. Since I like to do a couple of different product photos at the same time, I've just been keeping a note in my phone with anything that needs to have a photo taken of it. And so I'll have, including new and older things that just need a little bit of a zhuzhing up. So I'm going to check that note and then print out what I need in order to take these photos. I think everything today should be pretty quick and easy. When there's like a lot of like involved worksheets or like crafts or things, it takes a really long time, but I think most of it today is like quick little games that I don't need to spend like a ton of time doing. All right, roofer finally showed up. Took a look around. Looks like we need a patch. He said we need a shingle patch, and then there's some like wind damage where some of the shingles have like lifted, so they need to like just kind of nail those down. So he's sending me an estimate. They'll come back and do it for real when they have the shingles with them and all that good stuff. So that's that. A little annoyed that I kind of like waited around and it didn't. I felt like I couldn't quite do what I needed to get done all day because I was waiting, and so like I didn't vacuum the floor and I didn't go do my product photos because it was going to be in the room that's furthest away from the door, and so I wanted to be able to hear when the doorbell rang because I spent like 2 hours waiting for them. So that's super obnoxious. Like my husband was like, "Do you have somewhere to go?" I'm like, "No, but I have things to do," and like, you know, so now it's after 5 o'clock and they have left and I still need to do those things, and I went into my craft room to go do my product photos, and it is dark. I hate daylight savings. So that's the story. I've got the laundry going. I guess I could vacuum at least half of the house maybe, and then work on the computer for a while, I think is gonna be my master plan. Although to be honest, at this point I only have like an hour because I'm gonna have to eat something before I go to choir, so there's that too. Ugh. I hate not having time, and I hate that even on days when you have time, still don't have time. It's insane. So that's my story. I did make my Narnia banners and talk to the lady who's in charge of the gift wrapping thing about all the stuff that's going on this weekend. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna see about getting to work. I have no idea what I'm gonna eat, so I need to look and see if there's literally anything in this house that's edible other than dog food. Alrighty friends, it's like 6 o'clock. I am trying to heat up some chili. I had to go into our canned food section, which I usually not like, I don't just words, Becca. I keep canned food specifically for like power outages, hurricanes, like those kind of things. So I don't normally go into those unless there's like an emergency, but we like legit. Other than that, it's like I have a couple bananas and that's really the only thing. I really need to go to the grocery store. But I am heating that up to eat for dinner. I have to go to choir, just fed Nyla. And honestly, I'm feeling super annoyed because I wanted to get all these things done for the business, and I'd been looking forward to having a day today to get things done. And then I feel like everything else just like popped up in place of that instead. So that's really, really obnoxious, especially looking forward and knowing like there's a lot of things going on the next 2 weeks. And so I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna have time to do anything. So that's really annoying, really obnoxious. I'm sorry to end this vlog on a really annoyed note, but it just is what it is sometimes. And I especially hate when, you know, it's like I didn't get to do that because I was busy like cleaning things and taking care of church things and, you know, packing and doing laundry, like those kind of things that are things that I don't love. Well, I do like things I would have preferred not to have spent my time. I would have preferred spending more time on business and less time on all those other things. But the reality is that sometimes life just gets in the way and you just got to get things done, and that really sucks. So here we are. I'm looking forward, and I know that Thanksgiving break is coming up, but I might have a project over Thanksgiving break, which will make things harder. So I'll have to look through my planner and try to figure out how I'm going to get things done this week that I wanted to get done today. So that's where we're at. Wish I could be a little more peppy, but you know, here we are. So I'm going to eat and I'm going to go to choir, and that's where we are. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I did at least get things sorted. I think she is breaking into her dog food. No, she's not. Okay. I just fed her, but she's acting like she has not been fed yet. Literally, she just finished eating. So anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I mean, long run, like the good thing is because all these products that I need to post are so early, because they're all like Christmas stuff, it's not the end of the world that I didn't get them done today, which is why I always tell you work ahead, because you know, if we can do it a different day this week, it'll be fine. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I did at least get things sorted, get my life together, at least cleaned up a bit, and so I do feel a lot better, like space wise, and I feel like I can go into this week with a little bit more clarity. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.